Choosing a favorite is not easy. It is difficult, and that is because everything has its own unique value and gift. This is episode 258 on the Hidden Why podcast, my book reflections.
You're listening to The Hidden Why with your host, Lee.
G'day gang, how the heck are you? Lee Martinuzzi here. I hope you are very well. Here at The Hidden Why, I'm all about inspiring and assisting others to create a life with greater passion and purpose. And to do that, you need to discover your why. Every Friday, I review a book here at The Hidden Why, which I plan to continue throughout the year of 2017. Happy New Year to you as well. In today's episode, guys, I want to bring you my top 10 favorites of last year of 2016, just to inspire you to pick up a few books and get your reading started off to a great start this year. I will be relaunching in 2 weeks a how-to guide, how to set up greater reading habit going into the new year. So keep an eye out for that one, guys. If you do love any of the episodes you listen to here at The Hidden Why, please make sure you share it with your network and leave some comments and thoughts online at thehiddenwhy.com. And so you don't miss out on anything that's happening, sign up to our newsletter at thehiddenwhy.com, subscribe to our podcast, and in probably a couple of weeks, a week or two, I will be launching THY TV, which is more of the same of The Hidden Why, but just in video format. So keep an eye out for that too. I'm trying to create some new video series there to inspire and assist people further in really discovering their why and living a life that's more truly the life that they desire to live. So guys, enjoy this show today, enjoy the start of the year, and we will talk soon. Thank you.
This is The Hidden Why, discussing ideas and thoughts on living life with passion and finding your hidden why, your reason, your purpose.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this week's book reflections. I hope you're very well. This week, guys, I'm giving you a review of my top 10 of 2016. And I must say, it's incredibly hard to pick a favorite, don't you think? Like, really, to pick a favorite with anything, a book, a song, a meal, a type of food, a fruit. It's easy to say that my favorite color is yellow, but there's other colors that I do love, and it depends on the context. There are books too that I certainly haven't included in this top 10 that I would have loved to. And it's not that they didn't make the cut, I just had to decide on 10 to bring to you, so I didn't bring each one of them. The truth is, every week I review a book. And last year I read around about 50 books, and a lot of the ones I did start reading, I didn't finish. There was a fair few I didn't finish last year, which wasn't typical for me, but as I get more books sent to me, I'm more aware of the time that it takes to read through a book, and I want to stay purposeful too. And if I've read contents that's similar or read contents that isn't giving me the value that I'm sort of seeking at that time, I don't continue the read. So I put a lot of books back on the shelf last year, that's for sure. But there's so many good ones that I read and so many I would have loved to include in this list. But today I'm going to give you 10. And these are 10, like everyone that I review week by week, are ones that I recommend. But these are the 10 that I enjoyed most thoroughly. So whether they're the favorite, there is no particular order. There might be a sense of that, but I don't think there is a particular order that I'm putting them in. I've just gone through and written up a little post here, which I'll put on thehiddenwhy.com so you can read them and use the links to get your books. Guys, at The Hidden Why, I review a book every week, as I've stated, and I put all the links up in the show notes to the books so you can purchase the books through Amazon using those links. It helps support the show here, no extra cost for you. So if you are a regular listener to the show and do like to purchase through Amazon your books, or anything actually, you can use that link for any purchases. It helps support the show, so please assist us with that here going through into the new year as well. Also, guys, if you are not yet an Audible member, Audible is a great way to read and listen to more books, not read, listen to more books, consume more books is what I meant to say. And I've listened to probably half of my top 10, maybe a little less than half of my top 10 have been Audible books. So, guys, a great way to get into books, and certainly if you're commuting a lot or don't have the time to pick up a physical book, it's a great way to read the books that you want to read. So check that out, audible.com. There's a link at my website that will provide you 2 free books if you start a 30-day trial. You get to keep the books if you decide not to continue as well. So that's a pretty cool bonus. So here we go, guys. These are my top 10 for 2016. I'm going to give you the title and then a brief, as best I can, the brief description as to why I think you'd like to pick up this book. Number 1, drum roll. Number 1 is The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. I'll pronounce that wrong. Paulo Coelho, I believe it's pronounced. So he wrote The Alchemist a while back, and I've been putting off reading it. I actually got it as an Audible book. Absolutely loved it. It's just so opening to how we need to be looking at living this life, living this existence. And I talk more about it now, and now that I've got this awareness of the book, he talks about living your legend. And really that means, following the journey that is your own and living the life that you desire. I mean, what's the point of walking a path and living an existence that we've been given and we don't know when it's going to end? What's the point of walking a path that's not your own? Life becomes so much more beautiful when you follow your why and when you follow that journey that is your own. And this book is certainly inspiration for that, guys. So I would suggest if you're looking to shake things up in life and looking for more meaning, pick up this book, man. It'll open your eyes and perhaps change your life. Number 2, I love this book. I had trouble putting it down. It was A More Beautiful Question by Warren Berger. The Power of Inquiry to Spark Breakthrough Ideas. Ideas to innovate, ideas to expand your business potential, ideas to expand your life. It's not, about one specific area. It's about life, business, relationships, everything. You can ask questions and ask powerful questions really to spark breakthrough ideas. And when you ask these powerful questions, they help bring powerful answers, and that helps transform things. So it transforms your ideas into reality. And that could be, again, ideas in relation to your relationships, your business ideas. Perhaps you're very much a creative type. I absolutely love this book. I think it was a winner, and certainly the power of asking questions is a part of the hidden why here as well. Asking the questions about why, who am I, what's it all about, what's my meaning, what's my purpose. There's so many questions that we can ask. And if you're interested, as a bonus, I have created a discovery questionnaire, which you can pick up at thehiddenwhy.com under resources, discovery questionnaire, if you're looking at creating your why. I'm just about to launch a series, THY TV. It'll be launched on the podcast as well on my Monday show, which will be a 3-part series about what is a why and how do you connect with that, and then how do you use that to guide you on the journey that is your own. And that is really about asking powerful questions. The next book is number 3, Total Recall, My Unbelievably True Life Story by Arnold Schwarzenegger. Fantastic read, a big epic read, of course. He's had a pretty wild life. But I just find it so inspirational to read these stories. I mean, the fact is that we've all come from the same seed, if essentially we all created from the same source. And to see what some people can do with what they've been given is just incredible. And this is the truth of Arnold Schwarzenegger's life. And, he shares it all. He shares the things that haven't been so great and perhaps that he's not so proud of. But there's so many lessons in here that were just so powerful and insightful and things that we can take away and incorporate in our own lives to create that success that we desire. So, yeah, that was a fantastic read. And I'm going to try and read a biography every year. My next one I really want to read is actually by Elon Musk, the biography of his. So perhaps that'll be on my list to read this year. Next one, number 4, Ziglar. I never read anything of his prior to last year. Heard enough about him, but never really read anything. And I still haven't read anything. I listened to 2 of his books on Audible. One of those was See You at the Top, a 25th anniversary edition. And it's more a course, I guess. And this audio that I read or listened to, was more a condensed version of his program, See You at the Top. But again, really powerful insights into what you can do to create the success in your life and live life, with great intent and great purpose. There's some powerful lessons in there, a lot of, that we're all familiar with them, but it's just a great reminder to say, hey, connect with these things and mark them down as important in your life and make them a part of your life, and they will help you get to where you want to go. What a fantastic speaker. I mean, Zig Ziglar, you can see why he has the success that he had and the legacy that he's had. He was just amazing up on stage and talking. The next one I really enjoyed, number 5, is Ego is the Enemy by Ryan Holiday. He featured in my last year's top 10 as well, with Obstacle is the Way. Unbelievable book by Ryan Holiday. It's just so well written, so purposeful. I didn't agree with everything, and I liked that as well. You know, he made me question my ego and that topic so deeply. It was just such a great learning and so insightful. Absolutely loved it, and would recommend, you know, that we all pick up this book and have a read, because understanding ego and how it can affect your life is so powerful. And it was a really good read. I really, really enjoyed it. Well done, Ryan. He's obviously a masterful writer, in my opinion. Number 6 was A Mastery of Self, a Toltec Guide to Personal Freedom. And I love it because it's the guide to personal freedom. And what is the hidden why all about? It's about creating more freedom, fulfillment, and happiness in our lives. I interviewed Don Miguel Ruiz Jr., who is the author of this book as well, on the show, and absolutely adored my chat with him. He just provided me so much great insight. One of the things that stuck with me was what he said is that you're an accumulation of everything that has happened until this point. But that doesn't reflect what is your path going forward. Something along those lines anyway, and I probably got it wrong. I've actually probably got it written on my wall here somewhere, because I write down a lot of these quotes that I love on my wall. I'm just looking around and I cannot see it. Oh, there you go. I'll have to find that and write it down, because it was just, it was beautiful. It was something like, I am an accumulation of everything up until this point. And yeah, everything going forward is what I decide on next. So look, just an amazing read, unbelievable. If you've read his father's book, which actually I think made in the year previously, The Four Agreements, it was along the lines of that, a little bit more insightful, in depth. He talks about domestication and how to free yourself from the conditioning that is part of our society, and I think that's really important. And I talk a lot about it. Certainly, he gave me a lot more insight into the topic, but you know, conditioning and unconditioning ourselves so we can follow a path more true to ourselves is absolutely essential. And if you want to discover your why and find out what your why is, you need to do that work, and that work can be difficult, but he puts it in a format that makes it seem a little bit simpler. The next one is number 7, The 4 Disciplines of Execution, Achieving Your Wildly Important Goals. So again, personal development is a lot about goal setting, and this book was by Chris McChesney and Sean Covey. Now, one of my favorite books of all time is 7 Habits of Highly Successful People by Sean Covey's father, Stephen R. Covey, I think it is. What a fantastic read that was. But The 4 Disciplines of Execution, it was really, really enjoyable. I love books on execution. I love books on effectiveness and productivity, and this is certainly one of them. I'll be honest, thinking of it right now, the first half of the book was greatly inspirational. Second half, I didn't really go into too much depth, but I got what I needed from the first part of it anyway, and I think you would too. So, you know, you can be mindful about your reading and pick out what you think you need to work on. Certainly, the 4 Disciplines of Execution will give you some insight as to how to better execute your goals this year going into 2017. So, might be a worthwhile read now as well. I'm losing my words. I'm going to have a drink of water. Hang on. It's quite cold here. The next one, number 8, The Tao of Seneca, Practical Letters from the Stoic Master, Volume 1, Seneca, presented by Tim Ferriss Audio, was a unbelievable read. I've got Volume 2 here, which I'm probably halfway through. As Tim Ferriss recommends, just to go through one of these letters every day, and you'll be able to reflect on it deeply. Some are shorter than others. Volume 2 certainly has longer letters. But yeah, I loved it. Just loved the philosophical insight that Seneca has provided. It just gives you so much deep questioning that is just powerful to make you go, what is this all about? And when you start asking these questions, you just, I just find a calmness, a greater calmness about what it all means. And it takes away the edge of this life and it just allows you to enjoy it more deeply. Yeah, man, if I was going to suggest one book to pick up and read or listen to, get that and just listen to one a day, one letter, and just get some reflection and insight into that. I did it when I was walking. Absolutely powerful, and certainly is the inspiration for a lot of my thoughts throughout the year. Number 9. Actually, there's a couple of ones here that were more spiritual and Buddhist related. I had to sieve out a few, which is unfortunate. But anyway, I'll put these last 2 in here because I believe they were the ones I connected with a little bit more deeply or got a bit more learning and insight out of. And that number 9 was When Awareness Becomes Natural, A Guide to Cultivating Mindfulness in Everyday Life by Sadhguru Tenangia. I'll say that again. Sadhguru Tenangia. Again, guys, the links will be up at the show notes at thehiddenwhy.com. When awareness becomes natural, it's all about awareness. It's all about creating greater awareness. I believe if you can create a greater awareness in life, you can not only connect within more deeply and have more awareness about who you are and where you want to go and what it's all about for you, your purpose, your why. You can also create greater awareness around the purposeful action that you can take and awareness around the principles of life where you need to, do the work to help continue to enhance towards more freedom, fulfillment, and happiness. So this book is one of them that helped me with that. Certainly got a mindfulness practice. The other part to this book was it was just inspiring to delve into it, or it inspired me to want to delve into it even deeper into this mindfulness sort of practice of meditation, etc. Really cool read. The other one was Soul Over Matter. It gave me some new insights that I haven't heard of before, some ideas. I talked about chanting and bits and pieces like that as well. Really good. Actually, the subtitle is Ancient and Modern Wisdom and Practical Techniques to Create Unlimited Abundance. They worked backwards through this particular, you can check out the episode, guys, at thehiddenwhy.com, but they work backwards through how we can clear the blockages that are within us so we can allow sort of our essence to shine out and allow us to move more gracefully through this existence with more abundance. It was a fantastic read for me at the moment anyway, and perhaps I should go back and pick up and have a flick through it again just to reconnect with it, but because it was probably one of the ones that went back a little bit further. It was just a fantastic, insightful read, Soul Over Matter. So guys, check out that one as well. So that's my top 10 for you guys. I'm sure there'll be a couple in there that you'd like to pick up and read. What you can do is go to thehiddenwhy.com, check out the show notes there, 258 book reflections, top 10 books for 2016. And I'll stick all the links into those books so you can pick them up either Amazon or you can go through the Audible link there and get them there as well. And I'll also stick the links there for the show notes that I did on that actual book reflection, where I individually reviewed and reflected on that particular book so you can get some more insights before you go in there and pick it up, just in case you've missed any of them. But guys, they're just fantastic reads. Books are great. Read more. Happy New Year. Hope you have a great start to the year 2017. Would love to connect with you. If you love this episode, share it with your network. Make sure you subscribe online and to the Hidden Why podcast and reach out to me. Leave your comments online. My email address is available there as well. So if you've got any suggestions or questions for me, you can email me anytime. Would love to hear from you. So happy reading to you guys. And until next time, peace, passion, and purpose. See you soon.
Thanks for listening to the Hidden Why podcast, where it's all about living life with passion. For all the latest news and updates, please subscribe online to thehiddenwhy.com.
There you have it, guys. Hope you've enjoyed my top 10 book reads from 2016. Guys, I absolutely have a passion for reading, never used to. And if you're looking to really amp up your life, if you're not already passionate about reading, just start pick up a couple of those books, a couple that sounded interesting to you. Go to my show notes and check out the actual book reflections for each of those books, or the ones that sort of stood out to you. Have a listen to those and just pick up one or two of them and start reading, man. It'll change your life for the good. So guys, that's it from me. I hope you have a great start to the new year. And look, if you have any suggestions for this show or questions, things that we might be able to do better, or things that you'd like to just ask me, please reach out to me at thehiddenwhyguy@gmail.com. Until next time, guys, breathe more passion into every single moment. Do everything with greater purpose. And in doing so, you'll discover your hidden why. This is Lee Manutzi, signing out.
Thanks for listening to the Hidden Why podcast, where it's all about living life with passion. For all the latest news and updates, please subscribe online, thehiddenwhy.com. This is The Hidden Why.
THY crew, are you looking to discover your hidden why? then take me up on this opportunity. It's a one-on-one complimentary coaching call valued at $250, where we chat and define your hidden why and the action steps that you can take to help living towards the life you truly desire. Guys, there's a limited amount of spaces available. What you can do is jump onto thehiddenwhy.com, go to the coaching tab, press the link, and then schedule a time that suits you. Would love to chat with you soon.